Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you an annual 2018 horoscope for you coming from Capricorn. So let me first talk to you about the 2018 planets because it's going to be very sure that you're going to go through to 2018 very soon. I don't know what age you are, so I can't talk about that immediately, but I'll give you some examples later. The 4 planets out of the 9 planets in astrology are chosen to look after your 2018 calendar year planets. Whether it's going to be good, whether it's going to be bad, in what area, and how to cure yourself or how to be careful, how to look forward. Now, I'm worried to say that the planets out of 9 planets, the 4 chosen for you for 2018 are not very kind to you. They will create problems for you in any areas of your life up to 40%. The rules of Kabbalistic astrology say that the calendar year planets have only up to 40%. For some, it will be very good. For you in Capricorn, it will be problems up to 40%. So you have to be careful, firstly in areas of romance or marriage or family, that 40% trouble is already brewing, whatever age you are. And then in areas of job, in areas of business and finances, there's 40% problems already. So what the calendar year has done for you in Capricorn is has made your foundation weak to the level of 40%. The calendar year planets are always to do with the foundation given to you. So all the millions and millions of Capricorns have to be careful that in 2018 your foundation will be weak. Now it all depends where, in what area weakness and how to cure it. And the only way to know would be if I knew your date of birth and time of birth and looked at your palms and face read you and also used Kabbalistic Tarot in the 90 minutes of Skype session that we could have from any part of the world that you are in. But first let me go further and give you examples of what ages can do very well in 2018 in spite of the 40% going wrong already from the calendar years. And if you happen to be the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72 or even 81, then you're going to be one very lucky person, at least to the tune of 60% in 2018. And whatever trouble comes for you in whatever areas, you won't sink. You will be able to somehow find a way to get through the 2018 and sometimes even show success, whether in romance, marriage, job, business, or even in health areas, to have the vibrancy and the energy of making sure that you somehow can tackle the 40% of planets waiting for you who want to trouble you in 2018. So you will have the progress and you will have the help and you will have the assistance from people because you're 60% coming from these ages, and sometimes another 5% more will help you to show signs of success. I'm going to give you another example of ages would be the other way around. Don't despair. Always tell yourself that you control your horoscope, and whatever happens, you are in charge of it. Of course, if I knew your full date of birth and time of birth and looked at your palms, you would really know about it and how to tackle these problems and how to make the 2018 even shine for you. But we haven't done that yet. You might want to Skype me one day. It's only going to cost you 50 USD. Now, let's pretend now that you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75 or even 84. Then you must tell yourself that your foundation of 40% from 2018 is also weak, and your age planets are not at their best if you're of these ages which I've mentioned. And so you can go to the level of 70% in trouble in any area of your life. You have not gone into 2018 yet perhaps, but tell yourself to be ready that in areas of job you cannot afford to take risk or want to change job just for the fancy or because you are not happy with somebody there. In business you cannot make changes or expose yourself to risk, or if you're not in business and want to go into business in 2018, and if you happen to be of these negative ages, I would say don't try it. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot. And then in your area of romance, if you attract a romance in 2018 and you happen to be of these negative ages, tell yourself that romance will come loaded with complications. And of course, if you're of the good ages, which I mentioned earlier, then look forward to the romance, you'll be able to tackle it well. And if you're married, then tell yourself a lot of problems are going to come from the marriage family areas as well, if you happen to be negative ages. If you are not of these good or bad ages which I mentioned, then you will be in between. And your horoscope will, through the 12 months of 2018, have its ups and downs as it moves towards different sun signs or zodiac signs. So the importance now is to know what ages you are. Now I want to tackle to you about your health. And all I know is you come from Capricorn and that you are going to go into 2018. And so you will be exposed in some health areas up to 40% at least. And if you have the negative ages, whatever they are, the situation of health may be even more seriously bad for you. But I can already narrow down to your stomach areas, your intestinal areas, your digestive areas are going to trouble you a lot. So be careful where you eat and what you eat, and be cautious of your bowel movements and things like that. And if you have any serious problems of bloating, stomach and whatnot, go and see a stomach specialist to identify it as soon as possible. If you are, that's for men and women. If you are happen to be a woman, I worry more also of the womb and the breast. And so the womb and the breast areas shows difficulties, and ovaries are not mentioned, but since you're going to see the gynecologist, talk about your ovarian checkups as well. So look into these two areas. I can't tell you more because all I know is that you are in Capricorn. So it's for the millions of those in Capricorn, this is what can happen. I need to know your full date of birth, your time of birth, and most of all, I need to look at your palms. Your palms are your DNA, and your thumbprints and your fingerprints make them exclusively yours. And that will tell me a lot of all areas of your life and what's going to happen in 2018. But in the meantime, don't despair if you're of the ages which are negative. Always tell yourself that awareness is what you want, and that's why you come to see me for your next 5 or 6 years in the 90 minutes of Skype that we are going to do for USD 50. And so go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me a message, send me an email, let's make contact, and let me make sure that I know your next 5 or 6 years I will talk to you about in the next, in the 90 minutes I will be Skyping with you from any part of the world. And I'll be able to get you on the right footing, and the awareness created will be able to minimize whatever trouble is waiting to happen. Or if you happen to be of the good ages, I will tell you to reach for the stars, to expose yourself, never mind a bit of risk. You're going to get through with your 60-65% and make headway as well. Well, until then, I wish you the best of luck, you coming from Capricorn. The best of luck for 2018. Thank you and goodbye.